All right, and I have my dorky headset on because the mic is better. But yeah, just haven't done a reaction video in a while, so I figured I would do one because, well, look, the first 2 weeks of Raw in particular after WrestleMania were pretty bleh. And look, even for somebody like me who is pretty easy to please when it comes to this kind of stuff, even I was like, okay, guys, yeah. But this week, things picked up for me anyway. Um, like for one, I was kind of bummed out that they went right into Drew McIntyre getting the rematch at Backlash. After Bobby put him to sleep at WrestleMania, but they went about rectifying that this week by getting Braun Strowman in there and making a triple threat. To me, that's a big improvement over having another one-on-one match between Drew and Bobby. I mean, maybe down the line, sure, but not for a while. They should do that. So that's good. And the other big thing for me from Raw was that, the women finally got some decent match time. Right? Because so far this year, Charlotte's had a couple of long matches. Well, long for TV, like over 10 minutes. Asuka's had a few, a couple of, again, long for TV matches over 10 minutes, right? But other than that, the women's matches have been really short. Sometimes like 2 or 3 minutes. And that's just pathetic. It really is. So this week, they had the 6-woman tag that went about 11 minutes and some change. And then they had a singles match between Charlotte and Mandy Rose that went just under 5 minutes. And it was a good short match, like an under 5 minute match that was actually good, that had some back and forth, had a good beginning, middle, and end, etc., etc. Right? Because the other thing about these short matches they've been having is that it's been kind of the same ending for so many of them. Right? They go 2 or 3 minutes, then there's some distraction, and there's like a roll up or whatever. Right? And that's just been going on and on and on and on all year. And, y'all got to do better than that. And well, they did do better than that this week. So, let's stick to that. There are good enough women there to have, to let them go a bit. And they should do that. All right, at this point, there's no excuse to be out here having 3-minute matches every week. Right, and then, or to, only trust 2 people to routinely go more than 5 minutes, and which is the problem right now. Raw, they trust, Charlotte and Asuka to routinely go more than 5 minutes. Rhea Ripley just got there. She had a match with Asuka last week that went, over 10 minutes, but we'll see. We'll see if they want to regularly put her in that kind of position also. But right now, it's just, and they got to do better than that. You got to trust some of these other women to go more than 5 minutes. All right. But this week they did that, and good. Right. And as far as what else on Raw, well, T-Bar and Mace look promising as a team. They weren't jobbing them out, so hopefully they'll do something with them. And they got some, T-Bar he's been good for a while. Mace has been kind of green, working at the PC and all that, but he's getting better, so good for them. And just all the 6-man tag was fun with New Day and Damian Priest against Miz and Elias and Jackson Riker. That was fun stuff. So look, Raw was an improvement this week. The last 2 weeks, if you wanted to say some, it was just boring or mid or whatever, then I wouldn't have got no fight with you. This week, I'd actually vouch for it. I thought it was a good show this week. And that brings us to NXT, which was on tonight. So, NXT, yes, was top to bottom, a more just cohesive, kind of straightforward show. Look, look, 2 hours versus 3 hours will do that. And, they had three booked women's matches. One of them kind of didn't really happen because there was a run-in and all of that stuff. But there was storyline stuff there, so that's fine. And the other two, they got time. And that's the thing. You gotta, again, give the women time on TV. All right. You'll be better off for it. And then, the six-man tag main event was Legado del Fantasma against MSK and Kushida. That was a good one. Bronson Reed, Austin Theory was a good one. Dakota Kai and Mercedes Martinez was going well up until the DQ finish, which, DQ finishes are fine. Right? They have a purpose. They serve a purpose. And before I get up out of here, because I don't expect y'all to watch me talk about this stuff for 20 minutes or whatever. But before I get up out of here, all right, so we got a Friday. We got basically a loser leave town match on SmackDown. Roman Reigns defending Universal title against Daniel Bryan. I fully expect Daniel Bryan to lose that match and to be run up off of SmackDown. And I hope he ends up on Raw because, him having occupying, or getting him getting, 10 to 15 minutes every week to do his Daniel Bryan thing would help, right? And that's honestly, that's one of the things that's, people talk about Raw's terrible. It's missing people who you can just send out there and can command 10 or 15 minutes every week, right? Daniel Bryan is one of those people. Seth Rollins is one of those people, but he's on SmackDown. They would both be better served Raw would be better served with both of them there, but they aren't. Seth is on SmackDown. Don't see any indication of him moving, but Daniel Bryan very well may be moving to Raw. Let's hope he does, so he can, there's some matchups there he can go through. I think it'll be good, and he'll liven things up a bit on the men's side. So far this week, I say, so far so good. Big improvement over last week on Monday nights. Let's see if they can carry it through. Backlash is a few weeks away. We'll see how they fill out the card. And that's it for this reaction video. Like I said, I'm not here to hold y'all long. And so there it is. Next week, hopefully, we get to see AJ and Omos on TV because we haven't seen them since WrestleMania. And so I really do want to see them on TV. So hopefully we'll get that, among other things. But anyway, all right. So okay, guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. And until I do another one, talk to you later. Deuces.